And just like that, track is back. I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Pottsable, and you're watching Trackish, presented by Brooks, where we talk to the greatest, the most elite, the top of the tippity top high school track and field athletes and share their personalities on the national stage. I can't wait to talk to all of these great lists of athletes that we have lined up for this season. 2025 was amazing. 2026 is going to top that, trust me, and we're gonna have some great conversations lined up. We even have some new features to Trackish, a whole new revamped intro that we just got done. We got some new graphics. It's gonna look dope and it's gonna develop more and more over time. I'm just excited for y'all to be along the ride. But let's just get into it. We got our first guest of 2026, and this girl's a beast. 10-time Virginia State champion. She's a University of Georgia commit, and she just broke the indoor 500-meter national record that was previously held by the Olympic champion Athing. That's insane. We gotta know more about this girl, right? This is Sophie Rambo from Virginia. She's amazing. We talked about her story. We talked about how she turned into a softball star to a sprint star, what makes her nervous, what's her track-ish, everything that she loves and likes and dislikes about track and field. It was an amazing episode. I can't wait for y'all to watch it, and I just can't wait for an amazing season of Trackish. So without further ado, let's get into the interview with Sophie. Joining us now on the show, we have Sophie Rambo out of Grassfield High School in Virginia. Sophie, how's it going? It's happy to see you here. Like, you just broke that 500-meter national record, almost a month ago? Well, what was a month ago now, really? Like, a lot has gone down for you just really in the track season, but how's it going?
Everything's going good so far. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. That coming off that race, it gave me definitely a lot more motivation and confidence going into later in the season. So I'm really excited for what's to come.
And I bet you're getting kind of sick and tired of hearing that, because people, I feel like, remind you every single time when they say, like, you broke Athing record. What does that mean? But for the people at home, you also beat people on the top 10 list like Chanel Price, who won 800-meter national championships as a pro. Sophia Goryaran, who's at Harvard right now, running amazing. Britton Wilson, an amazing 400-meter hurdler that's a professional right now. And Roisin Willis, who just broke the indoor 800-meter American record. Like, you're at the top of a list of some track and field royalty there. Like, what does it mean to kind of top the list in that way for you?
It means everything, and it definitely gives me like a lot more confidence going into the rest of my season and for the rest of the years. It gives me something to look forward to, knowing that like everything that they've done, everything that they've accomplished, it just gives me something to strive for, and just knowing that they're one of the greats, it just gives me motivation to be one of them as well.
Was that even like a thought for you going into the race, that like the possibility of breaking that record?
Yeah, I wanted to break it last year, and it didn't really fit in last year, but definitely this year, going into that race with great competition and everything, it definitely was going to fit in well there, and I definitely wanted to break it there on my home track. So it was just a really good moment for me, and I was definitely looking to break it there.
The person that finished second behind you is going to be your teammate. Is that correct?
Yes.
She's also going to Georgia, and y'all battled with each other the previous year too. I was watching back the tape, and the crowd was hype just in that stadium where you've ran so many times before. What was the just experience like to have that type of battle?
It was really great, and it definitely, like, I'm looking forward to running with her at Georgia, just training with her every day. And at these high school meets, it's nothing but love. Like, we race against each other all the time, so it's really fun to get to race against her, knowing that in the future I'll be running with her every day.
Georgia's already scary at the moment, but to see what they keep on gaining every single year is definitely crazy. And I want to talk about a little bit more Georgia in a second. But before we get there, I am curious too, just one more thing on the record talk. Did you ever imagine, like, when you first started running track, or even when you first started doing sports, like, that you would be at the top of national record books?
No, I had no idea. I didn't even know I was going to be doing track until like freshman year of high school. I was playing softball my whole life, so just transitioning over from that as a freshman, I just started running, and I realized I was a little bit fast, so I just kept doing it, and it worked out for me. So no, I had no idea that I would be at this level that I am today.
And is it right that you were a softball pitcher?
Yes.
How do we go from like a pitcher, which is probably, oh, well, I guess a catcher is maybe the most stationary type position, but how does a
Mhm.
pitcher, probably the second most stationary position, go to being a sprint star in Virginia? How does that happen?
I just think it was because as a pitcher, you just have to be really focused and you can't let, the pressure be on you and everything. So I think that really transitioned over to the track and helped me be calm with with my nerves and everything. So I just think that being a pitcher just definitely helped me on the track.
Wow, wow. I'd always seen, especially track and field, because I ran cross country too, but especially track, it's really like a stage, And imagine being the pitcher, being on the mound, man, you're on the center stage. Everyone's
Hmm.
looking at you, especially when the game is like on the line, when it's a full count, and when it's top of the ninth inning or whatever it may be. How do you kind of like handle that pressure, and what are kind of your go-tos to really ground yourself in those situations?
Just praying and taking deep breaths, like constantly just keeping my nerves as calm as possible. And I just try to think about the not really the outcome, but just staying in the moment and just making sure that I'm just calm and collected with everything that is going on.
Is there a race where you've been the most nervous for that you can remember? You've been in some pretty loaded and talented fields, especially last year too. Is there a race you can remember that you were like the most nervous for?
I think the most nervous I was the 500 at the showcase last year. I was just really nervous going in that race. I don't know why, um, but yeah, I was really nervous going to that race. But I just still remember like that whole week leading up to that meet. That race was all I was thinking about each day going that whole week. So and then getting ready that morning of the race, I was just nervous. I was sitting here shaking, trying to get ready, and I was like, "What am I doing? It's just a high school race. Like, I just
Yeah.
need to calm down." But I think I was definitely most nervous for that race.
Because we talk about the beginning of like your running career, and then I go back and look what it's your freshman year. I'm guessing this is like your first year, like really committing to like running and indoors. You win Adidas Indoor Nationals. You run like 54 seconds and you win the 400-meter there. As a freshman, a few months in of like really taking running seriously, what did that do for you then? And how have you been able to really continue to use that momentum to get better and better throughout the years?
Winning that, it definitely like boosted my confidence a little bit. I was ranked in like the 300, 500, maybe I think like 13th and 15th in the country. So I thought I was pretty decent. But then after that race and winning that national title and being ranked higher in that race, it just gave me a lot more confidence and motivation to keep going through the rest of the season. And it just definitely made me look forward to going into outdoor to see, everything that else that I had left. And I wasn't done with softball yet at this time. So after outdoor, I played one last season because I realized that I wanted to focus on track, and it was mainly from that race right
Mhm.
there. I was like, okay, this is probably my sport, so I need to lock in on this.
Wow, that national championship at Adidas changed it all for you. That's pretty crazy. When you look back at that freshman you that was kind of balancing both sports, uh, how do you feel like you've changed just over the past 4 years?
I think it definitely made me like a lot more determined, and my work ethic was definitely like where it needed to be. It just gave me a lot more strive to be great like for the rest of these years. Putting in like as much work as possible, because when I was playing two sports, going to all these practices, it was definitely like hard to do. But now only being in track, it gives me just like I'm able to stick to one thing and focus on one thing and just put all my hard work and everything into this sport. So it's definitely been very beneficial, and I think softball, like playing two sports at once, it definitely helped with that.
What's your favorite thing about track?
Mm, Probably hearing the crowd. Like that's just okay. Well, hearing the crowd and then like being friends with like so many other people in the country, like just like seeing them at the meets and everything, all these people from different states coming together at one meet, like seeing them and just hanging out with them, it's really fun. But the other one, definitely the crowd, because at that 500 when I was running at the showcase, if the crowd wasn't like screaming like that, like they were, I don't think I would have broke the record, because that definitely pushed me to run a lot faster. Like I started hearing that, and then I was like, okay, I actually like gotta go. So I think the crowd definitely just pushes me.
And what was crazy about that race, and I want to make sure, was it Stephanie Vasquez?
Hmm.
Like, what was crazy about that race, everyone started like, when people do that whoop too, like,
Yeah.
like to the last lap, as she started like closing into you. So like,
Hmm.
I always, when I'm running and I start hearing somebody like, wait, why are y'all cheering so loud? And you lead it too, that makes you nervous,
Yeah. So
So
I just started pulling my arms, giving it everything I had. I'm not trying to get caught.
what's your least favorite thing about track, especially for someone that's coming from a different sport a little bit? What's your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing about the meets are definitely the bathrooms. Well, this mainly goes for outdoor. Indoor, it's okay because it's like they're usually big facilities. But at outdoor meets, the bathroom situation is just bad, and there's never AC in them. I remember. Okay, I'm not even gonna go into that story, but the bathrooms are just really bad, and they're just hot and sweaty, and it's just too much.
That's what I was gonna get to. That's what I was gonna get to. I think the biggest thing that no AC is crazy,
Hmm.
because you can walk in there, it's like a sauna. I'm all
Yes.
like, I'm dehydrated for my
Yeah.
race now. Yeah, we gotta fix this.
Hmm.
Some way this needs to be fixed. But no, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So I do have some fun questions for you.
Hmm.
It is trackish. As much definitely want to have fun, but we're adjacent to track, and there's some things in track and field that I want to know that you really love about. So I want to figure out, what is your track-ish. Quick hitter questions. Right here. Do you say PR or PB?
PR.
Socks or no socks and spikes?
Okay, I was no socks. I still am no socks, but then I started getting blisters on the back of my ankles just a little bit, and so I had to switch to socks. But no socks is better.
Okay. Valid. Night races or morning races?
Morning.
Morning? Really? Morning?
Yep.
Why?
Because I feel like I'd be stressing too much throughout the day leading up to that night race, so getting in the morning and get it over with, I prefer.
Yeah, rip the Band-Aid off. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite track fit accessory?
Leg sleeves.
There you go. You wear the one sleeve, huh? The one sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's your swag. Do you do? Oh well, this is more. I have this on here. Do you do strides or striders?
Strides.
Yeah. Don't say striders. Do you play or run track?
What'd you say?
Do you play?
Run. Run.
Yeah, you don't play nothing no more. You run it. There you go. Are your running shoes called trainers or running shoes?
Trainers.
Okay. This may be more a distance thing, but do you run with your phone or without your phone at times?
When I'm warming up at a meet and I have to and I gotta go far, I'll bring my phone with me so my headphones don't disconnect. But yeah.
Are you running with like AirPods in? You got your headphones on, AirPods? Oh,
both.
Okay. Oh, both.
Depends.
Yeah. Anything that you got, you just need to get hyped in the
Yeah.
moment. And so I was watching your interviews after you ran that 500 meter national record. An amazing time, 110.07. You almost hit 109, which would have been crazy. The biggest thing that seemed like you want to emphasize for like coming up was you want to keep on PRing. You want to keep on getting better and better. And I'm looking at your MileSplit account, Sophie, and you're getting better and better. Like, you've PR'd in every single indoor event this season already. What, you ran 7:10 in the 55, 37:45 in the 300, which was the PR. You ran 53:17, which is a PR indoors as well. What's been the key this year? Are we doing something? Why are we keep on PRing?
Just sticking to my training and trusting my coach. He definitely has over the past years definitely tailored stuff that works for me, and we've tried to figure out what works for me. So going into this year, we definitely had a lot more knowledge of what to do. So it just gives me confidence for the rest of the season. Like I'm excited that I'm still PRing and I want to keep PRing through the rest of the season. So I'm getting excited for the rest of the season.
Is there any key workouts, especially kind of like in this winter block and maybe even that fall block that we had a couple months back that really showed you that I'm ready to like run 110 and ready to run 53 indoors and all of that?
Yeah, we did a lot of broken 400s. Like, I think it was like 3 weeks straight that we did that, but they were just broken into different ones. We would do like 250, 150, 200, 200. And then it was just a lot of broken threes and fours. So doing that definitely gave me confidence, and like hitting those times. And like, sometimes I was passing, like getting a lot faster than the times I was supposed to hit. So that was just giving me confidence going into the race, a few weeks ago.
I'm curious with you being like a softball player, and I'm guessing you did it at a high level just from what you're doing now, and knowing that baseball can definitely be not baseball, but softball, both of them can be technical and things of that nature. How much have you taken a liking to like the technical side of track and field, where in sprints it can get very technical when it comes to form, hitting times during splits? Like, have you fell in love with that a little bit from the stat side?
Yeah, I definitely have. Like, just focusing on the technical stuff. We do that, like, we do technique work, I think, like 3 days a week at practice. And those are definitely my favorite days because it gets me, like, it helps me focus on the little things I need to work on and not just, like, just running all the time. So it definitely helps me with my form and everything because it plays a big role to the races. So.
Is there any people outside of just like not outside of your circle, but outside of the sport, like your parents or friends, that's really just helping you to keep grounded and humbled in what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely my parents, because they've literally done everything for me to be able to compete at this level, taking me to all these meets, paying for the hotels, back when I was playing softball, hitting, pitching lessons. So everything that, like all the resources I have, they've definitely been there for me. My trainer at my school, well, I don't know what I'd be doing without him because he like has my body going into the meets, all the recovery stuff and preparations that we do for that. It just like is amazing. Last outdoor at States, I ended up straining my hamstring. So, and that was like 2 weeks before nationals. So I had to do a whole bunch of rehab stuff to get ready for that. And he definitely helped me like get rid of that injury really quick. So that's another big one. Coach Harper, my coach at school, obviously I wouldn't be doing this without him because he's a really great coach and has definitely like made the program, like everything that I do during a week. He's definitely used the stuff from past years and helped me like fit into this program for this year. So that's definitely helped a lot. And then my friends, like all my friends around me are just so supportive. Before my races, they're always texting me, giving me encouragement and all this stuff. So my best friend who's at Georgia right now, Ava Kitchings, she just graduated early to go there now. So she's competing there now. She keeps my head on straight. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no pun intended. Ava's a dog. She's
Yeah,
she's
she
a dog in
is.
the jumps. So,
She is.
that's great. That's great. With indoor states coming up, outdoor is right around the corner. Also in the smack in the middle of that is indoor nationals too. How are we preparing just our mind for? There's gonna be a lot of racing coming up and with a
Yeah.
lot of opportunities to really showcase what you got.
hmm I'm definitely looking forward to all the meets coming up. Definitely trying to stay focused in the classroom and on the track because I'm just trying to keep out all the distractions out and just keep focused on what I need to be doing so that I can compete to the best of my ability these upcoming meets.
You have any goals for this year? Like I'm guessing you trying to win all
hmm
three again, maybe at state. We trying to run
hmm
51. I'm just
Yes.
throwing some things out there.
Yeah, definitely both of those. I'm just trying to get as many titles as I can, break as many records as I can before I leave high school. So just accomplishing everything possible before I go off to college.
And you've done a lot in Virginia. What kind of
Mhm.
mark do you feel like you want to leave when it's all done for people to remember back, like those 4 years when Sophie Rambo was queen? Like, what do you want them to remember?
Probably just my hard work and knowing that like without working hard, it's not really going to get you anywhere. Like you have to be determined and just focus on what you're doing. And without that, it just won't really work out unless you're like some superhuman or something. But I just definitely want them to remember me for like my character as well, because I feel like I do have a good personality and I'm really positive around everyone. So I just want them to have something to like look up to and try to do the same things and be motivation for everyone else.
Awesome, awesome. I got two more things before you I guess you get out of here. One, why Georgia? Like I know they just won NCAA's last year, so that's an obvious pick. But why Georgia?
When I went on my visit, the team, the coaches, like the environment, everything just felt right. Like I know everyone says like once you like get the feeling, you'll know. But and it was true. Like I got there and I just instantly connected with the team. Like everyone was so nice and supportive, and being around them was just really fun. And the coaches, like I really trust Coach Carroll and Coach Kareem. I know that they can get me to where I want to be. And when I was listing out the pros and cons of Georgia, there were zero cons. Like I tried to list cons, there were none. Like so, I just couldn't say no.
Lastly, what makes running fun for you?
What makes running fun? Definitely the fans, the my teammates, just like everyone in the track community. They're always so positive and uplifting of each other, and I just feel like track is just one of the best sports because everyone kind of knows everyone. They're just all involved. There's social media at track meets, so I just feel like it's a really great community, and it definitely makes it a lot more fun.
There you go. There you go. Well, congratulations, Sophie, on
Thank
all
you.
your success so far in this indoor season and really just your high school career. We're definitely going to be watching as you continue to progress this final season. It's already been a great one, and I can imagine what the next couple months are really just going to entail for you. I'm sure I'll see you at some indoor national meet or maybe in the next coming months. But yeah, just best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you so much.